All right, guys, you should be able to see me in the screen. I hope this is all good. YouTube. Cool. This is going to be a super quick podcast, guys. So welcome to the NRL Round 26 Punters Preview. Hopefully, if you're on YouTube or on Discord, you can see my screen. As always, if you go to just Google Wicky Linktree, everything you see on your screen at the moment, it'll be updated for round 26 really soon. I'm doing this at 6 p.m. Sydney time. This will probably only go for about 10 minutes because I'm going to smash through the picks for the week. I'll scroll through them really quickly because I do send them out to our premium guys just literally a minute before now. So if you're watching this, as I always tell you guys, if you want the best prices, you better be watching live because once the premium guys smash it, the prices do disappear on most bookies real quick. So there you go. Those are all the free article picks. Very quickly, guys, look, it's round 26. If you're new to our stuff, just Google Wicky Linktree. There's a whole bunch of explainer content at the bottom over here as well. Everything you see here is for free. So we do try-scorer tips, we do left v right, explaining matchups for every team. We've got a free odds comparison tool, which I won't talk through, but as you can see, it's all free. You can go per game. You can look at only the starters, and you can look which of the roughies you might want to get on, what we like, what the best standout prices in the market are, or best prices to back some of your wingers. So anyways, I won't talk through this in too much detail today, but everything from our company is free and you can check it out here. Look, honestly, Wicky Premium, it's, as I told you guys, the last season I'm doing this, we are at about 7.5% profit for the season. It's probably not worth signing up after this week. So if you are keen to give it a crack, you can learn about what we do. You can learn from the community. I'm not doing this in future seasons. It takes way too much time, but we've all made quite a bit of money doing this for the last few years. So if you do want to check out our stuff in a bit more detail, get picks on Tuesday, get picks an hour before every game. You can check that out here, but no hard sell. As I said, it's my last time doing this. So it would be fun to have a few new people. And we have got about 3 or 4 new signups in the last couple of weeks. But yeah, that's it, guys. So, all right, I'm going to get into the picks real quick. So, really interesting round of footy. There's only 2 full rounds to go before the NRL finals. A lot of implications for the team. So, I will write up my left v right article probably tomorrow morning. But if you look at this game, for example, the Storm only have Munster, who's only a few weeks back from injury, Welsh, who's I think 1 week back from injury, and one other starter who's played most of the season. Very, very different team. They've decided to rest a lot of the players. But they'll all be back for the Broncos game, which would be a cracker next week. And if the Broncos do beat the Dolphins this week, then they're essentially playing for a final spot, depending on what other teams do. So I'm not going to get into all of that, but yeah, check out a whole bunch of rugby league content because these next 2 weeks are going to be really, really fun before the finals. All right, Cowboys v Storm. Picks for this week, Cotter, FTS and LTS, separate play. Sorry, you know what? I'm not going to say that anymore. These picks are always singles, so I'm not going to say stuff like separate plays and stuff. Just assume that they're all singles. So Cotter, first and last try 67s on Bet365. Clifford, first and last try 34s on Bet365. Cam Munster, same price, first and last try 34s on Bet365. Really like Cotter because the Storm are missing almost all of their starters. And I think, especially early on in the game, it's probably going to be tempting for the Cowboys to spread the ball, but Cotter's a really strong ball runner, and I can see him crashing straight through the middle of the Storm pack. Clifford looked electric. I think he scored 2 tries in the game where they dropped Townsend for him, or maybe he scored 1 try and went close to scoring a second, but that price is really good. And Munster, he's going to get a shitload to Pappenhausen. That's the other one. Pappy is named, but I've got a feeling he may potentially also be arrested. So regardless, Munster is going to get a lot more hands on the ball with no Jerome Hughes and no Grant. So I really like that price because that. My boy, Alec McDonald, he scored a try last week. I've been tipping him for the premium guys in quite a few weeks, but unfortunately the price wasn't great for him last week. But this week he starts. So I've got first try score 71s on BetRight and Top Sport, last try 81s on Sportsbet about Alec McDonald. My boy, as I told you guys, I love identifying guys off their running style and how they look as a player, not historical stats, especially when they're bench middles early in their career, playing very little minutes. You need to read the player and the style, not just go off, as I know a lot of you do, win the multis. So anyways, Moving on, Bulldogs v Manly. Taniela Paseka, first try scorer 71s on BetRight, last try scorer 67s on TAB. He's like Tapine, where he's just like a man mountain, but he just doesn't bloody win us tips when I've tipped him so often. And it's probably something that I really learned over the last couple of years, especially because it used to, like, we used to be able to make money pretty easily from this for a long, long period of time up until about the last 12 months. I've had to sort of study players a lot closer. And I think guys like Paseka and Tapina, I do still tip them most weeks, but I make sure that if there's no decent price, like 60, 70, 80, like that range, if they are lower, I just don't tip them. But anyways, I think it's a decent price for Paseka. Aloi, 58's first try score, second half. He's named on the bench, and that's on Top Sport. And a price I really do like, Jacob Preston, first and last 26s on Bet365. No Critter on the right, so I'm thinking like potential for them to kind of go more to Preston instead of just going out wide for that sort of automatic Critter to Kiraz type of ball. Rabbitohs v Panthers, no Cam Murray for this one, but I've got Kepi, first try scorer at 81s on most bookies, but 365 is one of them. Last try scorer 91s on Sportsbet. Moale, who's won us a nice first try scorer pick. Well, he got the first try only a few weeks ago. First try and last 81s on Bet365. And Damien Cook, who's won us both a first and a last try scorer tip, and both on the free article tips. He's first and last try 51s on 365 and Dabble. And Isaiah Yeo, exact same price, FTS, LTS 51s on Dabble as well. Couple of things about these guys. So look, Kepi, I definitely have him a tier or two below Moale. Like Moale is, if I had to rank these guys, you've got guys like Tino, Mark Nichols, Hazelton, those kind of guys like top tier. Moale is probably like, so I'm going to say like third tier, but it's his first full season in NRL, at least like playing consistent minutes and stuff, and he's definitely improving. He's kind of like third tier, creeping up into second tier, looks good, looks hungry, looks keen. He even scored a try after the siren to win them that game. They got taken back because it was a forward pass. It is. And Cook has been looking really, really good these last few weeks. I know it's up against the Panthers, but it's a Panthers with no Cleary. It's a Panthers that have lost their last two games. Doesn't mean that I think the Rabbitohs are going to win, but it just makes me excited about these prices for the Rabbitohs, knowing that, hey, it's not the undefeatable Panthers of recent years. And Yo, just because, yeah, no Cleary, going to get more ball. Happy to play Isaiah Yo at that price. Eels v Dragons, did not like a lot of the prices for this game. I've only gone with Dejan Arce at 41s, first and last on Dabble. Arce is one of those players where you can put him in a not so strong performing team, but he'll still take on the line. So I like that 41s on Dabble. This is my play of the weekend. Mark Nichols. I hope this price sticks around. It's like when we got Plath, if you guys remember, about a couple of months ago, when I tipped him at 81s, he was 81s all week. Usually when there's like a really big mistake, the bookies fix it when the premium guys and I hit it. But in this case, with that Plath hit, it was on TikTok, it was on Discord, it made the free article, it was there on game day. And when Plath scored first at 81s, I was screaming because I knew how many people would have gotten on it. Mark Nichols is that. If you're watching this and if he's still this price, it is about 1.5 times fair price, I reckon. Mark Nichols is a beast of a try scorer. I've bet on him and won on him since about COVID time. So about 3-4 years now, I've been winning off him. He's been really good the last couple of years at the Dolphins, especially. And Billy Walters, first try and last try, 41s on Bet365. Really like that because I know that the Dolphins have a couple of guys that are in doubt and I reckon could end up being dropped. And there's a chance that Payne Haas comes back, makes Billy Walters super threatening, 41s. And I think that'll be close to about like, about 30, 34 come game time. So I really like that price as well. Sharks and Warriors. This is Sean Johnson's last ever NRL game up against his old side, and you're getting 41s for him, especially last try. I love that price. So Sean Johnson, FTS and LTS 41s on Bet365. Neo Corey, FTS and LTS 51s on 365, and Wade Egan, everything the same price as Neo Corey. Really like that too. Knights v Titans, Sam Verrills 58s on Top Sport. Honestly, that price is not amazing, and I'm not like he's not the best ball runner, and the price isn't amazing. But I just think a starting hooker v the Knights, who missing a couple of players, including Frizzell, Pierce Paul. I know they get Bradman Best back, and I know that they've got a lot of reasons to play, but I think the Titans have been down for the last couple of weeks, and I can imagine them having at least starting the game well, even if they don't end up winning the game. So I think this is a decent play. I really like this play. So Foreign has David Fifita moved to the right. So it's Foreign, Fifita, and Sammy at center with Jojo Fifita outside. Here, Brimson's gone for the season. That is a crazy price for Foreign's right center. Philip Sammy, FTS, LTS 29s on Bet365. Last game, Raiders, Roosters. I think this is going to be a cracking game. If the Raiders lose this, their season is over. Brandon Smith, FTS and LTS 41s on 365. Like that price for Brandon Smith. I tipped it last week, but he ended up getting cut, but I still really like it. And Fogarty, first, second, or third at 21s on Neds. It's like saying 60 for first try scorer, and I would 100% tip and bet that. But that's it, guys. If you're still watching the article that you saw, odds comparisons, all our stuff, I'm going to put out the links on our Discord. As always, almost everything is free on our site. And if you are keen on Wicky Premium, as I said, it's billed monthly, by the way. So it's probably the last week where it's worth signing up. But one last ride for us with all the people that have won on try scorers with us for the last couple of years. So it's been good fun doing this, obviously. And I'm obviously going to be still around, but just doing a lot less from next season onwards. So anyways, guys, punt responsibly. Enjoy the weekend of footy. It should be an awesome weekend with teams fighting for the top 4 and the top 8. Good luck, and I'll catch you on the Discord.